Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Y Mega Evolve. Now today is Wednesday, and when it comes to Wednesdays, it's the Y Mega Evolve video's own special day where I pretty much talk about Pokemon that I've done in the past. Now today's Pokemon, we are going to be talking about, I would probably say, top 3 most forgotten Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise, Lumineon. Now, I did a video on Lumineon like a long ass time ago. This was before like I started doing backgrounds like on the pictures and all that, and like a lot of people forgot. Like I legit was like, yo, how many people have forgotten this Pokemon? So I wanted to bring this Pokemon back and do a part 2 for this because, like I said, this Pokemon is easily, probably, and I'm saying this with confidence, top 3 most forgotten Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise. So I would love to see Lumineon receive a Mega Evolution just for this purpose alone, because it's literally the most forgotten Pokemon in the game, or just in the series ever. So like I said, I would like to see a Mega Lumineon, and this is pretty much a prime example of what I would like to see for a Mega Lumineon. Now also, the previous Lumineon video that I've done in the past will be in the description box down below, so you guys can go and check that one out as well. Or if you want to stop this video, go watch that one and then come back, by all means. Really, there's no set order you have to watch it in. But anyways, as you can tell from what I've done to Lumineon's stats, I increased everything but decreased its physical attack by 20 points, because I feel like that when it comes to Lumineon, its stats are kind of wonky in a sense, considering that like you have like base 69 in both of its attack, base 76, base 86, base 91 for like its speed and defenses and all that. And it's like I said, when it comes to like wonky like base stats, like you have like random numbers, like I said, for its physical attack, like 69. Why not just increase it to like base 70 for its original base stat, or whatever the case may be? But like I said, I decided to decrease its physical attack because then that way I have 20 extra points to distribute into its other stats. And also, after looking at its move pool, it's more so of a special attacker rather than a physical attacker. I mean, yes, it does get access to some physical attacks that can be very viable in competitive play, like U-turn and all that for Switch Initiative. But other than that, like the only like physical moves that I see that can probably this thing can run is like the pretty much the basic normal moves that like almost all Pokemon get, like Return, Frustration, Facade. This thing gets access to Aqua Tail, Bounce. I mean, other than that, you're pretty much just a special attacker all around. So I decided to pretty much just decrease its physical attack, so then that way I can actually make this thing a lot more offensive special wise. So that's what I've done, because as you can tell from what I've done to its special attack, I increased it from base 69 to base 120. Now I pretty much wanted to double its special attack stat, because like I said, Lumineon is mostly a special attacker, and it doesn't get access to like any moves that can increase its special attack, like Calm Mind, Nasty Plot. Like it doesn't get access to any of those. So I wanted to make its special attack a lot higher than it was like without the Mega Evolution, obviously. So I feel like base 120 is a perfect balanced special attack stat for a Pokemon like Lumineon. I mean, this thing gets access to Silver Wind, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Water Pulse. What else does this thing get? I mean, obviously I never used a Lumineon before, because I mean there's really no point, but so I'm looking at its moves. I mean, it gets access to Aurora Beam, Signal Beam, which is actually very, very good, Icy Wind, so Air Cutter as well, and Ominous Wind. Wow, it gets access to Ominous Wind. Well, that's a very good move for just in general. So like I said, it does get access to a very, very good move pool of moves, special wise. So I wanted to increase its special attack to base 120, make this thing a lot more offensive, and I feel like if it does that, then this thing will be a lot more viable in competitive play in its corrective tier. Now for its defenses, I increased its physical defense from base 76 to base 96. Now obviously, looking at the Pokemon that looking at its Mega design that I used for this video, it doesn't even look like this thing can take hits all that well. But once again, this not counting like designs at all, like I feel like Lumineon, if they get a little bit of a buff into its physical defense, will be a lot more viable, just because like I said, this thing is a glass cannon. Well, I didn't say it, but like it is a glass cannon at base 65. I mean, this thing is not going to be living pretty much any physical hit, and if it does, then I'll be surprised. I honestly will be surprised, because Its HP maxes out at 342, and I believe it's base 69. Yes, it's base 69, so this thing is not going to be like a physical wall whatsoever. So I wanted to give it a good boost into its physical defense. That way, it'll be a lot more bulkier. And same thing for its special defense. I increased it from base 86 to base 115. Now I wanted to make its special defense a lot higher and make this thing a lot more bulkier, because like when it comes down to some of the megas, like we have like Mega Absol, I know I keep going back to that Pokemon, and I do apologize when I sound like a broken record, but like out of all the megas we have, like from my understanding, that Pokemon has like the weakest defensive stats. So I wanted to make Lumineon a lot more bulkier on the special side, because it is going to be very weak to grass and electric. So I want to take those typings, and I wouldn't say take those typings, but I want to make this thing a lot more bulkier. That way it'll take those typing hits like Thunderbolt and Giga Drain and all that. And like I said, I feel like base 115 is a very good balanced special defensive stat for a Pokemon like Lumineon. And for its speed, I increased it just a little bit from base 91 to base 111. It's very fast as itself at base 91, but I want to make it a little bit faster. That way it'll be a lot more viable, I would say, because in my opinion, the faster the Pokemon, the better. Because if you're slow and you're not like a bulky Pokemon whatsoever, you are going to be knocked out in one hit, or you're just going to be taking a lot of unnecessary damage, I would say. So I wanted to make this thing a little bit more faster. Base 111 I feel like is a very good speed stat for a Pokemon like Lumineon. Now as a regular Lumineon, its base stats at 460, and with the Mega Evolution is going to be at 560. Now for its ability, I decided to give it the Drizzle ability. Now when I first made this Mega Lumineon video in the past, if I'm not mistaken, I think I gave it Storm Drain, but I felt like giving the Drizzle ability to Lumineon this time around is a lot better, considering that then we'll have another Pokemon that gets access to Drizzle. I mean, God forbid all the other Pokemon that get access to Drizzle, because we only have like literally 2, technically 3 if you count the Primal Evolution. We have Politoed, we have Kyogre, which both get access to Drizzle, and then we have Primal Kyogre. So in sense we have 3, but I'm only going to count them as 2.5, I would say, because one of them is the exact same Pokemon, but with just a different ability. But once again, we don't really have that many Drizzle ability Pokemon. I mean, the only one that's the only one that we can use, like if you're not playing VGC or if you're just playing regular competitive Smogon rules, then the only Pokemon you have that gets access to Drizzle is Politoed. So I really want to see, when it comes to Pokemon Sun and Moon, a lot more Pokemon that gets access to the Drizzle ability and also the Sandstream ability. But right now, just like we're talking about Drizzle, I feel like I said, giving this thing Drizzle will add on another Pokemon that can actually be viable in competitive play. That way a lot of people will use this Pokemon as well, rather than just using Politoed all the time. So that's why I decided to give this thing Drizzle. And for its typing, I decided to leave it alone as Water. At first, when I made this video, or when I made this part 1 of this video, I made it part Bug just because of all the Bug type moves that it gets. But for this time around, I decided to make this thing just pure Water. I know a lot of people are probably going to say, oh, you should have made this thing part Fairy, but it doesn't get access to Fairy type moves, and I decided to give this a Drizzle ability. So unless Game Freak wants to do some type of an event that gives like Lumineon like Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam, or just whether it's in like Pokemon Sun and Moon, he gives Lumineon access to the Dazzling Gleam TM, if Dazzling Gleam is still a TM in Pokemon Sun and Moon. But once again, like I said, I didn't want to make this thing part Fairy or part Bug. Pure Water, I feel like, is a very good typing for it. So with all that, there is Mega Lumineon's part 2 video. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Once again, one of the most forgotten Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise. I feel like that it should receive a Mega Evolution, just so then it will be a lot more popular. And if it gets the Drizzle ability, well then that's just another Pokemon to add to the competitive list of Pokemon to use because of the Drizzle ability. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.